Good morning. It's another beautiful day here in Corpus Christi. It's Coach Simmons, and we're going to talk a little bit about perception. What Jackson State is doing right now by having all their games technically at FBS level or above stadiums gives the perception that they are not the FCS school. You can think about it. Playing at 62,000 seat Veterans Memorial Stadium. They're playing at 60,000 seat Memphis Stadium, got the name, Liberty Bowl. There you go. Playing at Ladd Stadium, which is a FBS school, South Alabama. They're playing in Miami Hard Rock, playing at the bank. Even the little stadium they're playing in Houston is a soccer stadium. I would prefer them play at NRG, but that's another story. The perception is that they're a big deal. That's perception. So with that being perception of it, you're going to have more games on TV. You're going to have more. We can argue over, is it better to go with the app? Is it better to go with Fox? I think Fox and Revolt are making a big play for the SWAC, which is why I think HBCU Go is trying so hard to get in right now, because they know once the big boys come in, it's going to be a problem. But let's be honest about it. Perception is key. So when you're trying to renegotiate contracts, you want your perception to be greater than what it is. There was an old saying about under quote overperform. Well, the SWAC is trying to do something different. They're trying to, under promise, overperform. They're trying to overpromise and hoping to build up their rosters. You can either have kids who want to go to Jackson State to play for Deion Sanders, or kids who want to go to Grambling, Southern, FAMU, Alabama State, because they want to beat Deion Sanders' team in. People forget that not everybody was Cowboy fans or 49er fans back in the 90s. Some of us were Packers fans, Chiefs fans, hell, Giants. And you want to get that HBCU mentality, you can go to any HBCU. But if you want to knock somebody off who is the perceived kingpin, you got to go to the SWAC. And now with all their games being at these FBS level and above stadiums, what do you think the perception of Jackson State is going to be? I said last year, the first team to beat Jackson State was going to make a name for themselves. The first team to beat them in the FCS was South Carolina State. Buddy Pugh has not got this much publicity his whole damn career. Mark me on that. No matter how good of a coach he's been, I think he's a freaking legend. He has not got that much publicity at all. What do you think will happen this year if somebody in the SWAC beats Coach Sanders and beats Jackson State? How do you think recruiting is going to happen if Grambling goes into Jackson and wins, or the world comes to a stop and TSU beats Jackson State in Houston. What do you think is going to happen? The perception of your school is you're on par with your school that's playing at these massive stadiums and selling out. So I don't think people need to go ahead and hate on JSU. Don't hate on the fans. Fans haven't won nothing in years. They just finally won something. Let them have it. But you should build your team up so that your team is a perceived threat. So if they do slide off and win, if Alabama State beats Jackson State again, if A&M beats Jackson State, if Southern beats Jackson State, they're perceived to be better than the perceived champions. It's Coach Simmons on vacation again, talking about perception. What do you perceive the SWAC to be next year? Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm coming for that crown on Monday. Coach Simmons and I am out.